Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is VINTU. We're here. Zambian feminists, unapologetic. I am joined here tonight with a very lovely lady. Please tell us your name and why we're here.
Well, my name is Situmbeko, but everyone calls me Stu. I am the founder of Zambian Feminists. It's a movement. It's not an organization. It's a movement which came out from the need of women being more educated about different things that affect them. So I realized that there was not much feminism happening in Zambia. Well, it's there, but there was no group which people could affiliate themselves with. So that's how we decided to come up with this. And then as time went on, we decided to come up with an event which could bring women from different sectors of society together to share poetry, storytelling, and we call it Speak Your Truth because we feel the time is now for Zambian women to be unapologetic about who they are and what they want to be. And that's why we're having this event today.
Wonderful. Well said. I want to find out, do you feel like there was something specific that triggered an event like this to come about?
Yes, it all started when I started watching the news and there was the whole Harvey Weinstein scandal in the US and the Me Too movement erupted. And I was reading all these accounts from American women about the different types of sexual assault that they've gone through. And I started realizing, I'm like, wait a minute, that also happens here. You know, there's so many stories, untold stories about women and what we go through that nobody really talks about. So I was inspired by that movement to start this movement. And when we started this movement, it was all about sexual assault, sexual harassment, what we go through on a daily basis. And it's not something big as just rape cases. It's just from walking in the street, somebody calling out your name in a negative way, you know, being in class and your teacher inappropriately touching you. So you find that all these women started from different parts of the country, started anonymously sharing these stories. And I figured, let me create a platform where I can start sharing these stories and hide people's identity, because it was going to be a way for them to really say what's going on without them feeling judged. So that's what really inspired me to start that. And from there it went to the whole spheres of marriage, it went to education, it went to being single in your 30s, it went to different other causes that women are going through, like pressure from the church, what our mothers and grandmothers are teaching us from childhood about sexuality. And I'm like, we need to start questioning those things, put them into perspective so that more women get to understand that they're not alone in this fight for equality in Zambia.
From your perspective, what do you hope to see more in Zambia's future, in the near future?
Well, I believe that because of the culture that we're in, women have been taught to be more silent. What I would like to see is women start practicing resilience. I want women to start speaking out more, sharing all their different pains and struggles so that other women can start relating, and we as the new generation can start inspiring our new mothers so that they start teaching their boys and girls different things. I'm not saying all tradition and culture is bad, but what I'm saying is that there's a possibility that we can make things better. What I went through as a child or what another woman went through, I wouldn't want that in a new generation, and that's what we're trying to do. We're not a radical group, because every time people hear the word feminist, they freak out. But we're more about, listen, there's a lot of inequality and injustice. And if we women spoke out more and shared our stories on a broad platform like Facebook and now Twitter and Instagram, young Zambian women would not have to look at movements like the Me Too movement in America to feel inspired. They can look at hashtag unapologetic, born right here in Zambia, Zambian stories from Zambian women, and feel like they too have a voice. So what I would like is for more women to speak their truth, share their voice, and share their stories, everything bad and everything good, so that we build a culture where we look at each other as women as motivation without us trying to look for Oprah or look for Salma Hayek. We have to embrace ourselves right now so that younger people are motivated. That's what I would like to see happen.
Right. Wow. Thank you so much for that. Such an amazing insight. I honestly did not see it in your perspective.
Yeah.
And sometimes I feel, today is Women's Day, and sometimes, many times in life we take certain things for granted, and we don't question ourselves. Questions that are really vital to what we experience in everyday society.
Yeah.
Now, putting that aside, the final question I'd like to ask you, I noticed you're looking very pretty. What inspired your outfit, and does it come from a certain region? Please tell us.
Well, I travel a lot, so I always go looking for fabrics and styles, and I'm obsessed with beads, so all my beads are gotten from different parts. Like this one and my earrings, I got them from Kenya because they make such beautiful and affordable things there. And this dress, I actually had nothing to wear for this event, so I bought it from one of the shops at Manda Hill already made, because I didn't have time to go and start having it made. So I just personalized it, accessorized it, yeah, and hope that nobody notices that my earrings and my necklace don't match.
Wow. Amazing. Thank you so much for having us on the show. This is VINTU. We're here at Zambian Feminists, unapologetic. We like things. Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
One more question. We're talking about it today.
Yeah.
Spoke about a Men's Day. I want to know what your opinions are about people who...
What, a Men's Day?
About a Men's Day. What do you think about Men's Day?
What I think about Men's Day? I think there's already a Men's Day. It's called every weekday. Like, let's get that clear. There's a Men's Day already. Even our people from back in the day realized that there was a lot of inequality in our society. That is why Women's Day was made. Because they realized we need one day where we really genuinely focus on female issues and female discussions, because every other day as feminists we talk about something called the patriarchy, meaning men hold the power. So it's just that one day. And for me personally, I like Women's Day, but I don't like it because it's a holiday. So it's more of a commemoration, and women are actually not doing those things that should really show their power as women. So you find that because it's a holiday, it's all laid back, it's all chilled, but I mean, there's no powers being discussed. So people who want Men's Day should realize that Monday to Friday, if 80% of the men in the office are men, that is a Men's Day. If you go to church, your pastors, everyone doing everything are men, that is Men's Day. Women don't speak out in the home, that is Men's Day. So I don't know what Men's Day men want, when Men's Day is every day. It's like people who are saying that there's one movie that is being popular right now, it's Black Panther, and white people complaining about how Black Panther is too black and they want to make a white movie. White movies are called movies. Same thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you feel Women's Day is serving its purpose today as a woman, obviously, in your perspective? Do you feel that ever since it was set up in, was it 1975, if I'm correct, do you feel like there needs to be more awareness, or do you feel like something more should be done?
I personally feel something more should be done, because right now, like I said, it's commemoration, but are we really talking about the issues that really affect women? For me, that is something we should ask. Are we talking about sexual harassment cases against women? Are we talking about sexual abuse in the homes? Are we talking about pay inequality? If we're not talking about such important things, it means we are doing something wrong on Women's Day. It's not just about women putting on chitenge outfits and putting on nice matching t-shirts with their male counterparts and walking down the streets of Greatest Road and saying that it's our day. No, it has to be more. It has to be communication. It has to be actions being done. It has to be our governments and our president really taking the lead and bringing some of these big issues against men to book. If that's not happening, it's going to be another nice long holiday where people just sit and say hashtag we love women, but there's nothing that's going to change the following day. So for me, I feel like more has to be done, and it's up to women to take that lead. If women are not doing it, men will not do it for us, because men are already in a position of comfortability in our society. So we have to make sure we reach that stage of comfortability. No man is going to say, let me push and bring a woman on top if women are not doing it for themselves. So for me personally, I feel like we are commemorating more than actually making a change.
Man, I hope you're listening, because believe me, just in this short space of time, I've already learned so much from this amazing woman. When I get home, believe me, this morning was hectic because I posted something on Facebook.
Yeah.
I was in my zone, my comfort zone. I was like, okay, so when is Men's Day? And believe me, the feedback I got was immense, something I didn't expect, and believe me, I do regret that.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that you are taking something like this, because it's really going to change people's perspective, and I do believe we will see some positive change in the near future.